Stephanie Meyer. A teacher from Hanover, New Hampshire, Dan Hopkins. And our returning champion, a chief of staff from Austin, Texas, Sarah Cox, whose one day had winnings total $15,050. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Ken Jennings.
Thank you, Johnny. Welcome to Jeopardy. We kicked off the week with a new champion in Sarah Cox, who credited her win to her trivia teammates. Now, she couldn't tell us what her team is called. Apparently, the name is not super appropriate for a family-friendly Jeopardy audience, but they've terrorized a lot of people back home in Austin. Today, Sarah's challengers are Dan and Stephanie. Good luck to all three of you. Let's get underway with your categories in the Jeopardy round. We have a flash mob logbook up first, followed by world history, 2-word responses, then in the junk drawer, cons, and finally, Stephen King. Sarah, where do you want to begin?
Cons 800, please.
Con for 800.
Your Honor, that statement is pure speculation with no proof. Dan.
What is conjecture?
That's right.
Well, this is 600.
In 1978, the Archbishop of Krakow, Poland, adopted this name.
Was John Paul II.
Stephanie.
Who is John Paul II?
Yes.
2-word responses for 800.
Please.
We sail at the break of day, yay, 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 says this song associated with the U.S. Naval Academy.
Was Anchors Away.
Anchors Away.
Right again.
In the junk drawer,
In the junk drawer for 800.
Still can't find the scissors, but I've got 3 of these proprietary Apple cables for charging an old iPhone.
Was lightning. Was lightning.
Sarah.
What is lightning?
Yes.
With 2-word responses for 1,000. All the daily double.
Is a daily double for you, Sarah. You have $800 and can wager up to 1,000.
I'll do 1,000, please.
Here's your
1,000, please.
2-word responses. Pregnant ladies know this other term for vitamin B9.
Was folic acid.
What is folic
Yes.
Gotta get your folic acid, yes. You're now in the lead with 800.
Junk drawer, 1,000.
The junk drawer for 1,000.
Scissors, yet for some reason I own a pair of these, which produce a zigzag edge.
What pinky shares.
Thinking shares?
They are.
Junk drawer for 600.
So far, I found several loose house keys and a rusty this type of key that I can use to open.
Was a church
Find the
key.
scissors. Sarah.
What's a church key?
Church key, yes.
Cons 1,000.
Cons for 1,000.
It's the study of shells, whether from the sea or not.
Was conchology.
Conchology.
Good for another
Stephen
dollar.
King for 800.
Stephen King 800.
Pyrokinetic powers are an attribute of
Gesundheit. Was
Charlie McGee.
was Firestarter.
Government
Was
subjects,
Firestarter.
and this book's title character. Dan.
Who is Carrot?
No.
Sarah.
What is Firestarter?
That's the book.
Flash mob for 600.
600.
Ohio State, 2010. Student Union just saw 70 students and staff dancing to this Sopranos finale.
Was Don't Stop Believing.
All should be in class. 70.
What is Don't Stop Believing?
You got it.
Flash mob, look out for 800.
800, please.
Moscow, 2012. Putin not present for large outdoor dance to this Irving Berlin song, also used in Young Frankenstein.
Was put on the Ritz.
Sorry, no. Stephanie.
What is putting on the Ritz?
Yes, not Putin on the Ritz. No.
Flash mob, look out for 1,000.
Los Angeles, 2012. Saw Alfonso Ribeiro and others doing this 90s TV dance. Marketing stunt? Resisted urge to join.
Was
Sarah.
the Carlton.
Carlton.
Yes, the Carlton dance.
Flash mob 400.
Flash mob
Ontario,
400.
November 2010. Xmas shopping, lunch at mall food court. Yet another flash mob, singing a chorus from this Handel oratorio.
Was the Messiah.
What is the Messiah?
That's right.
World History 1000?
Was this
10th century
6,000.
monk Regino of Prüm chronicled this dynasty, named for its large number of royal Charleses.
Was the
What is
Carolingian.
Charlemagne?
No. Dan,
What is the Carolingian?
that's the dynasty. You're back on the plus side.
World History
Was
800?
this for 800.
By the mid-19th century, Cuba was the world's leading producer of this foodstuff.
Was sugar.
What is sugar?
Sugar is correct. Yes, you're on a nice run there with 1,400. We're going to pause for a moment to take...
I found a statue that looked like me, which was very exciting.
Like it looked enough like you that you noticed.
It did, and then I looked down and I saw the name of it,
What was it called?
Bust of a Young Boy.
I can be your online dating profile. In 1901. Sarah?
What is
What's
Canada?
Canada?
Dan or Steph?
No.
Sarah.
What
Oh,
is Count Chocula?
That's the cereal.
2 words, 400.
This alliterative phrase means just the minimum of decency or good manners, like saying please and thank you. What is common courtesy?
common courtesy
Sarah?
is what we're looking
Stephen
for.
King, 1,000.
Stephen King for 1,000.
2 stories from this Stephen King collection were turned into an Anthony Hopkins movie.
Haunted Atlantis is what we're looking for.
Sarah?
Stephen King, 6.
Stephen King for 600.
In a story set in Nebraska, an evil being is called He Who Walks Behind the Rows. Rows referring to rows and rows of this.
What's corn?
Sarah?
What is corn?
In Nebraska, yes.
Stephen King,
Stephen
4.
King 400.
The cat brought back to life in this novel is called Church, short for Winston Churchill.
What's Pet
Sarah.
What
Cemetery?
is Pet Cemetery?
That's correct.
Con, 600.
Con for
The
600.
person with this job in a hotel can make dinner reservations or arrange tours for guests.
What's the
Dan.
concierge?
You got it.
Con for 400.
The Christ the Redeemer statue is made of this reinforced material with an outer layer of soapstone tiles. Dan?
What is concrete?
Ready?
What's concrete?
Again.
Junk drawer 200.
So joy for
I found the
200.
scissors. Wait, no. It's just one of these batteries that can hopefully get my smoke detector to stop chirping.
What's 9 volts?
Dan?
What is 9 volt?
Yes.
Junk
So
drawer 4.
joy for 400.
I'm looking for a pair of scissors. Instead, I found a loose piece of this sugarless gum that cited 4 out of 5 dentists in its ads. Stephanie.
What is Dentine?
Sorry, no. Sarah or Dan? Oh, you've disappointed the 4 dentists in the ads for Trident.
Trident.
Back to you,
What's
Dan.
what you're looking
World
for?
history, please.
Arthur Wellesley earned
Well,
this
this is for
noble title
200.
for leading the British Army during the Napoleonic Wars. Dan.
What's Duke of Wellington?
Wellington, Duke of
So what was
Wellington.
for 200?
2 word for 200.
Henry III, successor to King John, reissued this document in 1216.
What's the Magna
What is
Carta?
Magna Carta?
Correct.
Cons.
Con for
To
200.
form an idea or to become pregnant.
What's conceive?
What is conceive?
Stephen
Yes.
King for
Stephen
200.
King for 2.
The title entity of it appears in many different forms, including as Pennywise, one of these circus performers.
What's a clown?
Sarah.
What is the clown?
That's
Now
right.
last clue.
Flash Mob 2.
Here's the last clue of the round. Piccadilly Circus 2009. Sightseeing interrupted by flash mob of purportedly unmarried women putting hands up to this Beyonce song.
What's single ladies?
That's it. Those were all real flash mobs. You're in second.
And Stephanie's gonna start first in Double Jeopardy.
Sad. We have old to the OED with, oh good, some free advice. And finally, you can afford it. Stephanie, what appeals?
Let's go with that.
That's so sad. That's sad for
1600,
1600.
Once abundant in North America, these creatures were hunted to extinction. The last one, Martha, died in captivity in 1914.
Passenger penguin.
What is the
Pigeon is
passenger
what we're looking
pigeon?
for.
Back to
That's
you,
sad for
Stephanie.
That is
1200.
sad for 1200.
Episode titles for this series include Whoa, What a Night and Quid Pro Whoa, each a nod to the nursery rhyme known as Monday's Child.
Wednesday was Wednesday.
Wednesday?
Correct.
Let's go with Heroes Need Help
You
for
also need help with
1200.
1200.
Assisting Ethan Hunt on various missions impossible is Luther Stickle, played by this man seen here.
What's Vane Rames?
Who is Ving Rhames?
That's him.
Heroes Need Help
You
for
also
16,
need help
please.
with 1600.
Foggy Nelson returned to help this crime fighter, aka Matt Murdock, after he was born again.
What's the
Who's
Daredevil?
Daredevil?
Yes.
Heroes Need Help for 2000, please.
You also need help with
Cheers, Fortune
2000.
Teamster.
On this show, I make the inevitable turn to spy hero as Rue, a gun-toting CIA math genius helping Arnold kick all kinds of ass in his first TV series lead.
Show is called Fubar.
Football is what we're
What you
looking
got,
for.
Stephanie?
Some free advice for 1200, please.
Here's
We
some
have
free
some
advice
free
for you.
advice for 1200.
Benjamin Franklin said to love these people, for they tell you your faults. Sarah.
What your enemies?
No. Dan.
Who are your enemies?
Your enemies. Much more honest about your faults, yes.
Science for 16, please.
Size for
This
1600.
phase is the first stage of mitosis.
What was prophase?
Prophase.
Prophase
is
we're looking
Dan?
for.
Size
Size
for
for 1200.
A CERN website said the cost for this machine alone is about 4.6 billion Swiss francs.
Was the Large Hadron
What is the Large
Collider?
Hadron Collider?
Right.
Science for 800.
Science 8.
Gabbro, diorite, and rhyolite are part of this rock family, one of the big three. They're igneous rocks.
Igneous rocks is what we're
Old
looking
to the
for.
OED 16.
Old to
This
the
animal
OD for
drunk
1600.
meant not just any kind of drunk, but a satyresque, lustful drunk.
Was a goat drunk?
What is goat drunk?
Go drunk, yes.
Science 2000.
Science for 2000.
Conifers like the bristlecone pine are members of this major class of vascular plants, differentiated by their exposed seeds. Those are the
Gymnosperms is what we're looking for.
Dan?
Old to the OED for
Old
12.
to the OED for
To
1200.
lacrime is to do this action, as in, I wanted to lacrime upon losing to Watson.
Was cry.
What is cry?
Yes.
Old to the OED for 2000.
Answer.
Old to the OD for 2000. All until it's double. You know what? Let's spend 2000,
Negative
please.
territory to just $200 off the lead at the moment.
I'll wager 2000.
All right, that'll put you in front. 9,400 if you're right in old to the OED. In the olden days, this D word just meant a discourse or dissertation.
Was a
Now it means
diatribe.
an angry rant.
What is a diatribe?
Yes!
That is it, yes. You pull in front, 9,400.
Something advice for 1600.
Free advice for 16.
Ask.metafilter.com says it's for querying this, the coordinated structurally named cognition of a group. For querying the
The
hive
hive mind is what we're looking
Dan,
for.
what'd you-
Four different
Answer.
1200. No, let's spend 3000, please.
And the last one of the game. What's your wager this time, Dan, now that you're in first?
Wager 3000.
Okay. For 12,400, here's your clue in You Can Afford It. The Ilulissat Ice Fjord in Greenland is thought to be the birthplace of this object that tragically entered history in 1912.
Was the iceberg that
Was
sank the
the iceberg that sank the
Titanic?
Titanic?
Yes!
Correct, yes, you had 3,000.
You can afford it for 1600.
Fjord for 16, please.
Misty Fjord's national monument can be found in this national forest that covers most of Alaska's panhandle. It's called the Tongass
Tongass National Forest, we're
Dan?
looking for.
Fjord 2000.
Four for
The
2000.
Bay of Kotor in this small country just north of Albania has been called Europe's southernmost fjord.
Was
Dan,
Montenegro.
Yes, good for 2,000.
You can afford it for
Fjord
800.
Saguenay Fjord National Park adjoins the Saguenay-St. Lawrence Marine Park in this Canadian province.
What back is we're looking
Dan?
for?
Fjord 400.
Four for
The Sonia
400.
Fjord in this nation is the longest and deepest of its more than 1,000 fjords.
Was Norway.
What is Norway?
Right.
Science for 400.
As light hits the atmosphere, air molecules scatter blue and this shortest wavelength color, which has a day job as a flower.
Was the violet.
What is violet?
Yes.
All to the OED for 800.
OED 8.
A nereid is this creature found in a Hans Christian Andersen title.
Was a mermaid.
Sarah,
What is a mermaid?
it is.
OED 4.
The Kaiser's
Oh,
War
OED
was a way to
400.
describe this conflict.
Was World War One.
What is World War 1?
Yeah.
That's for 800.
In this speech, given 42 days before he died, Lincoln called the Civil War the woe due to those complicit in the offense of slavery. Sarah,
What is the Gettysburg Address?
no, I'm sorry. Dan or Stephanie? That was his second inaugural.
Second inaugural is what we're looking for. Staff for
The
2000.
1885 death of Clover Adams in Lafayette Square in this city inspired a sorrowful statue in Rock Creek Cemetery.
Was Washington
What is
DC.
Washington, D.C.?
That's the city.
Some free advice for 2000.
Some advice in
This
2000.
character, who advises to thine own self be true, is a pompous boor who gets skewered, literally, by Hamlet.
Was
Stephanie.
Polonius.
Right again for 2,000.
Free advice for 800, please.
For your advice for
Judith
800.
Martin, aka Miss This, dispenses etiquette advice in more than 200 newspapers and digital outlets.
Was Miss Manners.
What is Miss Manners?
She's Miss Manners.
Heroes
You
need
also
help
need
300,
help for
please.
800.
Helping Shrek, this character says, I got a dragon here, and I'm not afraid to use it. Stephanie.
Was Donkey.
Donkey?
Heroes for 400,
You also
please.
need help for 400.
Veteran actor John Rhys-Davis has aided heroes, playing Gimli, and as Sala, helped this hero, whose real first name is Henry. Stephanie.
Who is Harry Potter?
No? Sarah or Dan? Sala is Indiana Jones' sidekick.
Indiana Jones,
Back to you,
we're looking
Stephanie.
for. That's that 400.
A summary of his cycle-ending opera Götterdämmerung. All major characters die. Valhalla is set ablaze. The gods burn alive. The end.
Who's Wagner?
Who's Wagner?
Wagner is correct.
Some free advice for
Finish it off with some
400.
free advice one more time. Half the acting jobs I've ever done were ghastly mistakes, said John Lithgow, who advises, never be afraid to say this.
Was no.
Sarah.
What is no?
John
Final
Lithgow
Jeopardy
says to say no.
time.
You have exactly $8,000 now, half of Dan's score, as we head into Final Jeopardy. Here's the category, players.
The 1960s.
You think back and make your wagers. We'll return with... Bombing in 1963, Martin Luther King telegrammed him that the blood of 4 girls is on your hands. 30 seconds.
Was George Wallace.
Sarah Cox is in 3rd place with $8,000 and wrote down for Final Jeopardy a response of
J.C. Uber.
Edgar
No.
not Hoover. What did you wager, Sarah?
$7,000. She drops to
taking you down
$1,000.
to 1,000. Stephanie Meyer was in 2nd place with 10,600. Her response was
JFK. No.
Also not President Kennedy. What did you wager, Stephanie?
$2,000. She drops
leaving you with
to
$8,600.
$8,600.
Dan Hopkins in the middle had a pretty big lead with 16,000. But was he correct here? His response?
John
Also
Kennedy.
had
Oh,
Kennedy.
you also said
No,
John
those terrible
Kennedy.
bombings
That's
were in Birmingham, Alabama.
blonde.
King was writing.
We're looking for George
the
Wallace.
segregationist governor of Alabama. So it comes down to this wager, Dan. You risked.
Oh,
just
he is a
52
new
on one,
Jeopardy
leaving you with
champion.
10,799. I'm making you today's Jeopardy.
Fox tonight, Joel McHale hosts an all-new 1%, followed by an all-new episode of The Snake. Have you ever wondered if you're the smartest person in the room, your office, or maybe even your hometown? This is my biggest win, baby! Think you'd be smarter than half the country? Top 10%? Or maybe even the top 1%?
Is that how that works?
I don't know.
That's how it works, then I'm not doing that.
Oh, doesn't matter where you went to school or what you do for a living.
I'm a sommelier.
You're my favorite contestant.
You're my favorite pet.
The 1% Club levels the playing field for everyone. Before the show, we asked people from all over the United States a list of our unique questions that are designed to test logic, common sense, and how our brain actually works.
Which living room fire is warmest?
Tonight, we'll be asking those exact questions to our 100 contestants, beginning with the easiest one that 90% of America got right, and ending with the hardest questions that only 1% of the American public answered correctly. At this 30-week show, every contestant is given a $1,000 stake. If they get any question wrong, they're out of the game, and their $1,000 goes into the prize pot.
We lost 36 of you. It's a bloodbath out here.
Whoever gets the furthest tonight gets the chance to answer the final 1% question and take home up to $100,000.
I'll be doing the asking tonight, and here doing the answering are these 100 contestants. I'm Joel McHale, and it's time to play the 1% Club. Hey, everybody, you never forget your first question of a game show. Let's kick things off with the 90% question. What children's item do you get when you combine these two images?
A, final answer. A, the sand. A.
And if you combine an overpriced suit and overpriced haircut, you get me. Your time is is up. Now let's see how many of you got the question right and how many of you are out of the game. We lost one of you on that question, which means
Was it
99
A, the
of you are
sand?
left. Oof. Let's see what the answer is. Sandbox. Sand
Oh,
plus
sandbox.
box equals sandbox. Boy, so that was a big surprise to one of you. Randy, being the only one knocked out of the game in the first round is nothing to be embarrassed about.
Maybe just a little.
You're right. You're right. You are right. Yeah, but it's part of the gameplay. How do you feel?
A little bit embarrassed, but it kind of looks like clouds to me, so I couldn't see it.
Look, I played with a cloud box when I was a child, so
Right?
maybe you played with a cloud box. We were the only two.
You know, when your heads are in the clouds, you sometimes can't see the sand.
Oh, see? Oh. All right, everyone who answered incorrectly is out of the game, but don't worry, they're also going home empty-handed. Their $1,000 has gone into the prize pot, which now sits at, say it with me, Randy, $1,000. The next question is more challenging with notes of lavender, just like me. Here is your 80% question. Based on this restaurant sign, which one of the people below is breaking the most rules in their establishment? Your time starts now. It looks like all three of them need to be cut off by the bartender.
I would say, let's say B. Final answer, B.
Time is up. Let's see how many of you answered correctly and how many of you are about to be filled with game show related regret. So ominous. We lost 13
Was it
of
B?
you on that question, which means we've got 86 of you left. Here's the answer. C. They're
No
all breaking
C.
rules. The one breaking the most rules is the shirtless, shoeless man holding the dog. He's breaking 3 rules. Let's talk to Erica Ray.
Hey!
Erica, anybody at home cheering you on today?
Yes, my mother and my cats.
What are you going to do with the money if you win?
I sound obsessed with my mother, but I love her business, so I want to invest in her business, but also I want to get money back. So I'm going to be a loan shark.
What? Is your mom in debt?
No, she's not in debt.
So your mom is gonna put up her stuff to sell so she can get cash for a while.
Is that how that works?
I don't know.
Oh, well, if that's how that works, then I'm not doing that. Just give her money.
Well, maybe that's a pawn shop, but I feel like a loan shark will give you like an illegal loan for a really high interest rate, and then if you don't pay it, then you go out and break their legs.
Wow, okay, I did not know that's what that was. Wow.
All right.
I'm gonna give her money.
And if she doesn't give any of that money back, you're not gonna injure her.
I'll try not to.
So you're just gonna give your mom money.
Yes, a donation.
What did you think a loan shark was? I'm so curious.
I don't know. I feel bad that I said that now, because
Don't feel bad. Erica Ray, thank you. All right. The prize pot just swelled another $13,000 and now stands at $14,000. That's one hefty prize pot. Luckily, we painted the pot in slimming vertical stripes. Here is the 70% question. Logically, which chain should replace the question mark? Your time starts now.
B.
Which
Final
chain do you
answer,
think
B.
looks best
B.
with the mock turtleneck that I'm wearing tonight?
That's gotta be B.
Your time is up. Let's see who was sacrificed upon the altar of the 70% question. Do it, blue light. Oh my lord. What's happening? 36 people! It's a bloodbath out here. Wow. Are you applauding that you all were out at once? That's great. It's a camaraderie.
It's a
All right,
bee.
that means we have 50 of you left. Here's the answer.
Yes!
Each chain is made up of a single letter of the alphabet linked together. The examples given are X, Y, and Z, so W would come first. Super easy for me when they highlight it like that. Well, I hate to talk to the people who got it wrong, but we have to talk to each and every one of you, so this is a 2-hour 1% club, so here we go. Let's talk to Raina.
That's me.
Oh, hi, Raina. All right. You and 35 other people
Right.
got it wrong.
Yeah, we did.
Raina, is there anybody at home rooting for you?
Yes, my husband and my 2 daughters, my brothers, my mom, all of my salon staff, my clients.
You have a whole staff.
I do.
That is a lot of people to disappoint.
It's so. It really is.
What did you guys expect? I'm hosting this.
So I'm gonna tell you a little bit about my husband. When we first met,
I didn't ask.
I know it's okay.
Moving on. No, all right.
So when we actually started sleeping together, when we got married, it was like being in a horror film because I sleep with my eyes open. And I make like this really weird noise when I go to sleep. Kind of sounds like The Grudge. It's really bad.
Wait, so this is how you sleep? Like,
Not that wide, Joel.
all right, Raina, congrats on your husband staying with you.
Exactly.
And after that round, the prize pot now stands at $50,000. Thank you to all 36 of you. All right, here is a 60% question. Here we go. Which of the answer choices shows the correct order of the beads when they are all moved to the right side? Your time starts now.
C, final answer, C.
All I know is when I was a kid, all those beads would have been up my nose. And they still are. And that is time. Let's see who got the question wrong. Much better. We lost 5 on that question, which means we have 45 of you left. You seem disappointed. Here's the answer.
Yes!
C. The order for the finished beads has to have red last or at the end of the finished stack. The order should be from bottom to top: purple, orange, blue, purple, green, and red. You guys seem pissed. It's weird. You're like, okay. All right, let's talk to somebody who got it wrong. Chris S. Hey, Chris.
Hey, what's up?
How's it going?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you do, Chris? So you look like you brew beer or blacksmith.
No, I run a mobile cigar business for corporate private parties, weddings, and those kinds of things.
How have you not set your beard on fire?
Well, I was gonna say I'm not that dumb, but I just missed it.
All right. Well, as your parting gift, we got you a beard comb.
I appreciate it.
Thank you for being here, Chris.
Yeah.
We lost a lot of good people this round, but we raided their pockets and added that cash to the prize pot, which now stands at $55,000. When we return, more questions, more money, and the same amount of me. More 1% Club after this, only on Fox.
How about a lifeline?
$5,000 and continues to swell, so let's keep it going. For all of you that have survived up to this point, I've got great news for you. For any of the next 10 questions, you can use the $1,000 we gave you to pay for a pass and move on to the next question. You can only do this once, and your $1,000 will go straight into the prize pot, so use your pass wisely. Let's continue the game. Here is your 50% question. Which of these snowflakes is exactly the same on both sides? Your time starts now.
A, final answer, A.
And for those of you who think this is too difficult, quit being such a snowflake. Time is up. Let's see who answered correctly and who did not. We lost 3 of you on that question, which means we've got 42 of you left, and 7 of you used your pass. Let's see what the answer is. B.
Nope, B.
I can always tell when they circle the mistake, and now pretend like I knew the right answer. All right, guys, now let's meet some people who didn't get it right. Travis,
Hey, Joe.
you put C.
I did. I just went with my gut.
Travis, what do you do?
I'm an air duct technician.
What would you have done with the money?
I recently got engaged, so I definitely want to use the money to upgrade our wedding. Now we just keep it small and simple.
Way to make us feel bad, Travis. All right, let's talk to Anna Marie, who used her pass.
So I saw that it was B right away, and then I got really nervous, and I was like, it's not B, it can't be B. And then I just pressed use pass, and then it was over.
You're still in the game.
I'm still in the game, but...
So are you going to trust your instincts next time?
Oh, I have no other choice now.
Yep. Very true. Are you marrying Travis?
I think he cleaned my air ducts. I'm not joking.
What the hell is that supposed to mean? We all thought the same thing, right?
Married.
I think Travis is interested, so
Oh man.
Anyway, our prize pot has grown to $65,000. Those of you still in the game, congratulations. And production assistants still on the show, sorry I yelled about my coffee order. Everyone buckle up for the 45% question. The Ambassador Hotel has Ambassador written on their toilet paper as shown here. There's 1 letter on the first sheet, 2 letters on the second sheet, 3 on the third, and so on. How many sheets are needed for the whole word ambassador? Your time starts now. And when you're done answering, would you mind sliding some of that under the stall? I'm all out.
I don't know.
Time is up. Let's see who answered correctly and who is about to take the game show walk of shame. We lost 4 of you on that question, which means we've got 38 of you left, and 2 of you used your pass. Here's the answer. Look at that graphic. We are looking for the number 4, everybody. Let's talk to somebody who got it right. Emily?
Hello.
Emily, what do you do?
I'm a high school history teacher.
All right.
Yeah, give it up, give it up, give it up.
Emily, you got it right.
I did.
In 1.4 seconds.
I love word puzzles. Anything that deals with like letters and numbers, I'm so here for it.
You seem very confident, Emily.
Yeah, like not to be too prideful, but I'm doing better than the majority of people in this room right now. Whoa, you're only calling me arrogant because I'm a woman, please.
Wow. I don't think that's why. Emily, thank you for being here. Good job. All right, guys, our prize pot has grown to $69,000. The questions are getting more difficult. If answering questions on TV makes you nervous, try to picture your brain naked. Only 4 out of 10 Americans polled answered this one correctly. It's the 40% question. Within this friend group, Charles Dillon could be described as seedy, and Robin Thompson could be described as arty. By the same reasoning, how could you describe their friend Kevin Grimes?
C, final answer. C, Willie, final answer. C.
Aren't those the same 3 people who showed up at that restaurant in the 80% question? everyone. Let's see who answered correctly and who did not. We just lost 6 of you on that question, which means we've got 32 of you left, and 17 of you used your pass. Here's the answer. B. KG.
No, it's not
Charles
C,
Dillon's
it's
initials
B.
CD sound like CD when said out loud. Robin Thompson's initials RT sound like Artie. And Kevin Grimes' initials KG sound, of course, like KG. I didn't know that one. All right, our prize pot now stands at $88,000. Is it me, or is it getting tense in here? Let's try and relieve the pressure with some more high-stakes gameplay. Unleashing this next question is the meanest thing I've done so far today. It's the 35% question. You have just one of each of these denominations of play money. 1, 5, 10, 20, 50, 100, and 500. Which of these totals cannot be made with the money you have? Your time starts now.
B, $76. Final answer, B.
Ooh, all that fake money is going to make you very unpopular at the strip club. Your time is up. Let's see who got that one right, and let's see who did not get it right. We lost 3 of you on that question, which means we got 29 of you left, and 3 of you used your pass. Let's see the answer.
No, it's not
When
B,
you add
it's
together
C.
all the bills lower than 500, you get a total of only 186. So it's impossible to make $190 exactly. And I have no idea what I just said. Okay, let's talk to somebody who got it right. Let's go to Julie. Oh, hi, Julie.
Hi, Joel.
How did you figure it out?
I'm really good at math.
All right, great. All right, moving on. Julie, what do you do?
I basically drink champagne for a living.
Yeah. All right, Julie, anybody at home?
I do have my son's at home.
Oh, how old is he?
16.
16, all right. Is he driving?
He's about to, almost.
Okay. I have a kid at home who's doing that right now.
Yeah, how's he doing?
Well, he's drunk on champagne most of the time.
Good for him.
Yeah, good for him. All right, well, Julie, thank you. And let's see where we are with the prize pot, shall we? $91,000. And it is going to keep going up from there. 8 questions down, 71 contestants eliminated, and still so many dreams left to dash. Who will make it to the end for a chance at a $100,000 jackpot? You'll have to stay tuned to find out. That's how TV works. More one.
You're gonna build your own original Batmobile. Get your brick on.
All new Lego Masters, Monday at 8 on Fox. Gordon digs deep. It's like an apocalypse of turds to uncover the real problem at this restaurant.
It's all fun and games till somebody get hit.
I am going in.
All new Gordon Ramsay's Secret Service, Wednesday on Fox.
Welcome back to the 1% Club. If you lived on a game show set, you'd be home by now. We have 29 contestants remaining, and 9 of you still have your pass. Very good. You've held on to it. All right. Right now, for anyone who still hasn't used their pass, you can either keep going and hope to make it to the 1% question and win up to $100,000, or you can take a guaranteed $1,000 right now and leave the show. Please make your decision now. people, Nick and Matt have decided to take their $1,000 and leave. Congratulations. The rest of the contestants decided to stay, leaving us 27 contestants still in the game. Here we go. Only 3 of 10 Americans answered this next question correctly. And no, it wasn't, do you find Joel McHale likable? Here is the 30% question. If you walk an equal distance in each of these directions, starting with the arrow on the left side of the screen, what shape will you have walked after you have finished them all? Your time starts now. Also, if someone's making you do this, it means you're about to fail a breathalyzer test. That is your time, everyone. Let's see who answered the 30% question incorrectly. We lost 8 of you on that question, which means we've got 19 of you left, and nobody used their pass. All right, you want to see the answer? Here it is. The answer is star, everybody. Someone who did get this right, Ethan.
Yes, hi.
How did you figure it out?
I kind of just followed the lines in my head, and then I got confused somewhere in the middle, and it started going squeenacky, and then...
What shape is a squeenacky?
All over the place.
Okay, and Ethan, you still have your pass?
I do, yeah.
All right. Are you playing with anyone here tonight?
Yes, my brother right over there.
Where's your brother? Hey!
Hello!
And you're still in it, are you?
I am, I'm Paul.
Wait, who's smarter?
He still got his pass. I don't have mine anymore, so that might tell you something.
Paul, what would you do with the money?
I'd like to buy a Miata.
How very 1988 of you.
Yeah, I like the flappy headlights. They crack me up.
You would buy a car because it was hilarious? Okay. We have 19 people left in the game. Let's look at the prize pot. $91,000. Everyone who was eliminated already used their passes, so the prize pot stays the same. Remaining contestants, go ahead and start thinking of the reckless ways you'll spend that money, like on a used Miata. Let's continue. This is your 25% question. The piece of paper inside this envelope has one commonly known 6-letter word written on it. What one letter of the alphabet is completely hidden twice on that piece of paper? Your time starts now. I keep getting something similar slid under my dressing room door, but that just says, die, Joel McHale. Time's up, everybody. Let's see who got it right and who is wrong. We lost 5 of you, which means that we've got 14 of you left, and 2 of you used your pass. Let's see the answer. H.
Help,
spells out
okay.
help. 2 people used their pass. Emily.
I know.
All right. I mean,
I'm still in the game, so.
Yeah, she's still in the game, guys. Do you feel like you're eating crow a little bit with,
rightfully so.
Well, now we actually feel good for you. Okay. Let's talk to somebody who got it right and may now be more confident than Emily. Eric G, where are you?
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi, Eric. So, you got it right, and you still have your pass. Eric got the answer in less than 1 second.
What?
That's incredible.
Thank you. I got a little competitive when I heard her say she was really good at words, because I also like to think I'm very good at words. Me and my girlfriend play a lot of word games together. So,
is she watching right now? Oh, you just pointed up. Did she pass away?
No, sorry. No, she's very much alive.
What's her name?
Her name is Maddie.
Maddie! Did you see Eric get this one right? Good job. He did great. Do you think you're going to win this whole thing?
I hope so. I'm not as confident as she is, like, overall, but, like...
Look at her now.
I'm gonna try my best, Joel.
Way to go, Eric. Way to stay humble, but then go like, I'm taking her down. So, let's see what that last question did to the prize pot. $93,000. 14 contestants are still in it, but there's trouble ahead. Our most difficult questions are yet to come. See who will crumble under the pressure when the 1% Club returns.
With hotels and vacation rentals, Booking.com has something for everyone.
Jesus! You got anything more boutique?
Oui, right this way.
Now we're talking.
What about something more family friendly?
Maybe a resort with a water park?
Or somewhere less family friendly?
Yep, one Vegas hotel for the bride-to-be.
What if we hate everything?
We have free cancellation. Find exactly what you're booking for. Booking.com, Booking.com.
It's native.
Oh look, a TV commercial.
Soft Smooth Tear has wavy edges.
It's no ordinary square. Charmin Ultra Soft Smooth Tear has wavy perforations that tear so much better, with more cushiony softness. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
Alex below aims to add another win into his legendary season. While part on reward in the pad, fight for the checkered flag in Road America. It's brilliant. Sunday at 1:30 Eastern on Fox. Welcome to the fastest racing on earth.
2-box mystery box challenge. One box is sweet, one is spicy.
Leave me alone.
And they come together. Pressure cooker.
Pressure cooker.
Get a grip.
An all-new MasterChef Dynamic Duos, Wednesday on Fox.
Welcome back to the 1% Club. We are nearly to the end of the game, and here's what lies ahead. The contestants who make it the furthest will win a share of $10,000, or they can risk that share of $10K and take on the 1% question for a chance to win the contents of the prize pot, which is full of my award-winning chili. So, sorry, that's what's in my crock pot. The prize pot currently contains $93,000. If you still have your $1,000 left, like Eric, you can still pay for a pass, but you can't use it on the 1% question. 5 of you still have a pass, and you've got 4 questions left to use it. Here is the 20% question. What is the minimum number of these colorful shapes you need to use in order to completely fill the inside of the white box? Your time starts now. On a related note, how many shows can I host until I fill the hole inside of me? And that is time, everybody. Let's see who answered correctly and who did not. Here we go. We lost 9 of you on that question, which means we have 5 of you left. Only 1 of you used your pass. Very good, guys. Want to know the answer? Here we go. 2. The 2 largest triangles can be used to completely fill in the box. 9 people got it wrong. Let's talk to one of them, Emily.
I know. Just downhill crash.
You were so confident.
I know.
You made it pretty far. Not as far as your ego thought you were going. So close.
So close. We still did so great.
Yeah, we did.
Well, Emily, you did do very well. All right, let's go to the prize pot. $96,000. Okay, Here is the 15% question. Here we go. How many different or unique words are there in the tongue twister below? Your time starts now. And if you're wondering why this was written in the past tense, I have some bad news about Fuzzy. Time, everybody! That is time. Let's see who answered correctly and who did not. We lost 2 of you on that question, which means we've got 3 of you left, and none of you used your pass. How you guys doing? There he is. Here's the answer. 13. There are 13 different words in the tongue twister above. Fuzzy, wuzzy, was a bear, had no hair, wasn't, he, or, after all. Sounded like my phone was cutting out. Ethan.
Yeah.
So close, man. Ethan, you made it very far.
Thank you.
Farther than your brother Paul. You can always hold that over him. We are down to only 3 contestants, which means everyone finally has some leg room. The prize pot is now stuffed with $97,000. When we return, we will find out if any of these contestants can join the 1% Club and take home a prize up to $98,000 only on Fox. Of game show fate has whittled that down to 3. The contestants that make it the furthest in the game will win a share of $10,000, but if they're feeling brave, they can risk their share of that $10,000 by taking on the 1% question for a chance to win everything in the prize pot, which is currently $97,000. But if anyone's gonna win it, they need to survive our last 3 questions. If you still have your $1,000 left, you can pay for a pass, but you can't use it on the 1% question. Here is your 10% question. My birthday is the day before Earth Day. If these balloons are left over from my party, how many additional letter balloons do I need to buy so that tomorrow they can spell, yeah, Earth Day? Your time starts now. Your time is up. Let's see who is still in the game. We lost 1 on that question, which means we've got 2 of you left. Let's see that answer. 3. You need to buy 2 E balloons and 1 more A balloon. The other letters can all be recycled. E, E, A. Eric, you've made it to the final 2 questions.
Shout out Maddie.
Maddie, he's getting really close. Maddie! Okay. You think he's going all the way, Maddie? You're making... He wants you to go all the way, Eric. Well, I'm glad you guys saw that too. So Julie,
I'm ready to go.
you can have a glass of champagne if you win?
Absolutely.
Are you gonna have 2 glasses of champagne if you lose?
Ooh, probably.
All right, good. As always, the $1,000 of everyone who got the question wrong or paid for a pass goes into the prize pot. So here we go. $98,000. And you are both one question away from having a chance to take it all home. Here is your 5% question. Which two colors on this list need to switch spots to make a rainbow? Your time starts now. That is time. Let's see who is still in the game. We lost neither of you on that question, which means we've got two of you left. What was the answer? Navy and white switch places, and you see how it spells out rainbow. First letters of every color, right there. Julie, Eric, nicely done. Let's look at the prize pot. It's $98,000. Congratulations, Julie and Eric. You've made it to our final question, which means you've now earned a share of $10,000, and you've got a chance to take on the 1% question and win the $98,000 in the prize pot. Let's give these folks a big round of applause. Maddie, stay tuned for our dramatic final round. I know I'll be there. Otherwise, I'd be sued for breach of contract. More 1% Club right after this. Club. And that includes a laminated membership card. Pretty awesome, huh? But first, Eric and Julie, you need to make a decision. Either you can leave the show tonight and take your share of $10,000, which is, of course, $5,000, or you can risk it all on the 1% question. If you're right, you split everything in the prize pot, $98,000, with any other winners. If you're wrong, you leave with nothing. If only one of you gets the question right, then you can win the whole prize pot. So this could be a $98,000 decision. Okay, are you going to take on the 1% question? You need to decide now. They're both going to play, everyone. They both will be taking on the 1% question. All right, at the beginning of the night, we started with 100 Americans who all wanted their chance at winning our prize pot. Now, we're down to only 2 who are going to face the 1% question. Eric and Julie, the only thing that stands between you and up to $98,000 is the next question. You are just one answer away from joining the 1% Club. Okay, guys, here we go. Good luck. Here is the 1% question. Jerry, the car dealer, always prices his used cars based on the model year. Following his pattern, what price should we expect for a car from 1951? Your time starts now. That is time. Right now, your answers are locked in and you can't change them, so we may as well ask you what you've put. Julie, let's start with you. What was your answer?
2015.
Okay. People like that. Why did you put 2015?
I think you double the first number and add the remaining digits.
Okay.
That seems like a pattern.
All right. Eric, what was your answer?
I also put 2015.
Shall we ask what Maddie put?
She agrees with me.
Okay. Why did you put 2015?
Same reason. It looks like you multiply the first digit by 2, and then the other 3 digits are just adding up the rest of the numbers.
Okay. We've heard your answers. Now it's time to find out if you are going to be joining the 1% Club. For $98,000. The answer is
2015 dollars.